A former opinion editor for the New York Times revealing how the place is run like a woke adult daycare. An office where you have for lunch, you can trigger people. He writes about attending an orientation where they tried to break the ice. Quote, I blurted out the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A and considered the ice broken. The HR representative leading the orientation chided me. We don't do that here. They hate gay people. People started snapping their fingers in acclamation. Is this a thing, Greg? Is this a thing?
If that's a thing, you have to leave the company immediately. It's part of the woke culture. It's like, when I see it, I get up and leave. But this is a good lesson in how wokeism works. You can be an absolutely terrible person, but if you amp up the virtue signaling, you can be as selfish, greedy, egotistical, loud. But just say climate change in daily conversation, you're good. Conversely, if you're a decent person who mentions Chick-fil-A, that's a vice signal. You are worse than Hitler. Going back to Google AI. Google AI was asked who was worse, Adolf Hitler, who killed billions, or Chris Rufo, who wrote critically of teachers' unions. Google said Rufo may have more lasting damage.
Ooh.
So that's because I guess Hitler is a vegetarian and an artist and Rufo is a conservative. But it shows you that this is everywhere.
He was going to answer truthfully that he liked some $19 fancy sandwich, but he went with Chick-fil-A and then he got burned, Sandra.
Just looking at the New York Times, I was talking to Larry Kudlow about a piece that they did today. Trump's got no plan on inflation. Every single day we look at the New York Times and we wonder the bias from which that particular writer is coming from. There's a quote in front of me that automatically says this person's not being a journalist. They started from a place of party politics, assessing how a particular story could affect the election. That's not journalism. So immediately that removes you from the equation of being a journalist. I will defer my time.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't do that on Jesse Waters Primetime.
Never.
Harold.
Look, there are people whom I disagree with, whom I like. And there are people whom I agree with. Some of them I don't like. I don't think I could work for an organization that doesn't allow me and doesn't want me to eat Chick-fil-A. And I certainly couldn't work for an organization that denounced Popeyes. Having said all that, I think that we have, this reminds me of the story yesterday with the comedians. If you don't like someone who makes you laugh or makes you a little uncomfortable or makes you disagreeable, don't watch them, don't go there, but don't punish people who do.
Judge Janine.
You know, the scary part of the whole thing is it's not about journalism anymore. I mean, I remember a time when journalism involved, like, deep investigations, you know, sources, and just making sure that they were breaking a story after months of, you know, intensive research. It doesn't happen anymore. This is just nonsense. It's just woke nonsense. And the people who claim to be the most inclusive are the people who don't want to accept anything other than what they think is important. To hell with them.
Yeah.
He should have just said the Baconator. It would have been fine.
That's quick.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.